Okay, hey y'all. So let's fix that first. Welcome back to my channel. You're probably wondering like what's going on. So since I ran my mouth for almost 30 minutes, two of my vlogs, basically it's one big vlog that I had to divide into two. So the clips that I insert after this clip, this is my introduction to this video to explain to you what's going on. Once you start watching this video, if you've seen the previous video, it's gonna look the exact same. I am talking about basically the exact same things. It's just what I didn't want to put in the other one for the sake of not making it long as hell. So yes, so it's basically one big vlog split up in two, part one, part two, and then I'm making these extra clips here to explain to you what's going on. So I'll try to make it make sense as much as possible. The last thing that I left off on talking about in the last, well, the part that I'm going to insert, I stopped talking about my apparel line that I will plan on opening or launching years and years from now. I was just sharing with y'all my ideas. So I just wanted to come in and give you that heads up, so you won't be caught off guard. So stay tuned. And networking and things like that. And I think the name for that, I've been kind of figuring up names and all that, random ideas for all these ideas I got. And I think I'm gonna have that as Mastermind Life Events or Mastermind Life Experiences, things like that. Whatever the name turns out to be, my tagline for that specific business is going to be turning events into experiences. I won't go much into that right now because I can talk for days and days on that. But I told y'all once before on my channel that my dream career was to be an event planner, and I just found it easier to become my own event planner because, well, not easier, more, I care about it more. I don't want to be somebody else's event planner. I don't want to plan your wedding. I don't want to work for an organization or a corporation and plan their events. I want to be the mastermind behind my events. I want to sit there and plan out how the event gonna go from beginning to end and market and things like that, and be up close and personal with my guests, not clients, whatever. So the people who attend my events. And I also think I told y'all this before, but I'm not gonna start working on that until I move, which will be in the years to come. But and then lastly, what I'm like super excited about, granted this project is not gonna come anytime soon. It could, but I don't think that'll be smart. So lastly, I said my three main projects: 1, skincare line; 2, event planning; 3, my apparel line. So literally, y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all, I sat here, I don't know how long I took, it probably was hours, but I sat there until I hand created a logo that I like for my apparel line. Don't get me wrong, it's 2020. It might be 2030. Wait, is that 10 years? Dang, 2030, that's crazy. It might be 2030 before I even get this apparel line kicking, you know. And that's because my grand plan is to not launch or not introduce an apparel line until I have created a support base, like a huge following, so that people understand my brand, they're following my brand, they rocking with me, they support me, and then boom, I got something for y'all. I drop an apparel line, because thing is, my apparel line, it's not just gonna be an apparel line. It's not just gonna be like a little boutique or like, oh, I'm selling clothes. No, it is going to be based upon movements. I'm not gonna go into that either right now because, like I said, I can talk for days about that. Like, y'all just don't understand how my mind be, how my mind be working. So yes, I was about to show you the logo. I talk so much. I think I'm gonna start doing this more often because, for one, I do talk to myself a lot, And I might as well just go ahead and set up the camera and just like rant to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all know Raven Elise, I love her. And I love her because she does exactly what I'm doing right now. And I know a lot of people just be like, oh my God, you talk so much, yada, yada, yada. But when you really love watching somebody, when you really support somebody, you don't mind sitting there. When you really like their personality, you don't mind sitting there and listening to them talk. Because it's entertaining, you know, like and that's how I am with her. And honestly, she low-key inspires me because I eventually want to grow that fan base or that support. I don't like saying fans. That support group where thousands and thousands of people love my personality and love me for who I am. That's why I switched my channel from the sit down informational videos to let me just be organic, you know, let me not do too many edits, let me come straight to you, let me do a rant so you can know how my mind really works. And hopefully years from now, people will come across my content and be able to binge watch all my videos and realize that they really love my personality and decide to continue to follow my journey in life. But I'm gonna show y'all the process. I got 3 different pages 3 different pages of logos. Disclaimer, 2 of these logos were kind of inspired by something I found on Google. However, they are not already like copyrighted. They just was random logos I came across. So I ain't plagiarized. I ain't steal nobody ideas. I do that sometimes to get inspiration. But it's funny because the one I end up liking the most came straight off the dome. But anyway, so I got this one here, this sheet here. So let me explain it before I go showing the camera. Like I said, Mastermind Life is the brand. So my idea is Mastermind Life Apparel, and then within that apparel line, I'm gonna have collections that are based on my movements, if that makes sense. And I'm really trying hard not to go ahead and explain that because it's gonna take me way longer than it should. But so this was one right here that I like. So it's basically a M. Hold on. It's the M, and it kind of loops around to meet the L, and then the L kind of go backwards and loop around, and it's supposed to make like a perfect circle. I did like that one, and then I have like apparel like that. I did like that one, and then as you can see, this was all my tries of me trying to get it how I like it. I did like that one, but I really don't want curvatures, if that makes sense, in my logo. I kind of just want it to be like clean cut lines, just because I feel like they look more sophisticated. This is something I tried to remake off Google. It was an M, and then the L was kind of connected to one of the legs of the M. Granted, this looks a hot mess, but I did kind of like it how it was on Google. And I can show y'all, but my phone is over on the charger. I don't think it's that deep. So my next page, this was the second page. I played around with kind of crossing the M and the L, kind of like how the L and the V is for Louis Vuitton. I tried to just do MMs, but that's something different. And here is another example of that ML making it like a perfect circle, which is cute. Don't get me wrong, like I decided I really did like that, like, and I did that one real good. Like, y'all trust me, I am not an artist. Sometimes I just get real lucky when I'm trying to do illustrations and my stuff come out looking real good or just like real put together. But I promise you, I mean, I took a couple I took one art class in like 7th grade. Learned a little bit, but trust me, well, it's just my creativity when I'm going off the dome. Like, sometimes stuff just work out perfectly. But as you can see, I kind of sketched out a couple of clothing pieces as well. Fun fact, when I was a child, oh my god, I just realized that. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. Like, my life, it's just, I just love when stuff make full circles. I just love when like the universe makes stuff make sense in my life and just make it a full circle. I just freaking realized when I was younger, and I think I threw them away. when I was younger, I used to like pull up sheets of paper and just like start drawing clothing. Like I don't know if I had a dream of building a clothing line or what, but I used to be like basically a little designer. Like I used to want to design clothes, and that's crazy that here I am however many years later as a 22-year-old wanting to start an apparel line in the future. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, also I want to give myself a little credit because I drew this shirt, these sweat shorts, and this little top here with no Google references. So I think, okay, I'm sorry, I had to check on my rabbit. So I think that says a lot about the fact that I'm passionate about this apparel line. Granted, I've never been a person where I've just been like super into fashion. Like, trust me, that's not me. Like New York Fashion Week, all that type of stuff. Like, no, like I'm not into the pop culture fashion and, oh, this is fashion because it's trendy, or this is fashion. No, like that's not me. However, I have always been into just clothing. I want to say fashion, but not, okay, let's say this. I have always been into fashion, but not pop culture fashion. Not what everybody else consider the, you know, today's fashion. Like, no. I've always been really unique, and I've always had a love for fashion. So, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So these are a couple of like the products I'm gonna have. So obviously a shirt, sweat shorts like the guys wear, the Nike sweat shorts, and this right here it's a fitted tube top kind of sort of, like it'll be cropped, and it'll have like not spaghetti straps, but basically fit like a tank top, but like be cut off and be fit. And then I want it to have like a little opening, like a little V opening, which is why I put that V right there. So I kind of went in just to visualize how my logos will look on the clothing. So this would be the front of the shirt, and I'm not going to tell you what this this M2L means quite yet, but just know that I'm working on, well, I have 2 ideas for movements. So, and basically my movements / collections, they're phrases, but to make it look more aesthetically pleasing on the clothing, on some of the clothing pieces, I'm just gonna like initialize it or put the acronym for the phrase. So this would be the front. This would be like a women's love tank crop, and I got that M2L for that collection. And then on the back, if I was using that okay, so my camera just decided it was gonna stop recording me for some reason, but the back will have my logo. Granted, it would not be that big, but you know, just to kind of be more discreet about it. And then on the shorts here, well, I'll come back to the shorts. So here on the shirt, I will like put the word in which says "We never lose." I'll get to that later. Here on this arm, and granted it would be smaller than it appears, I put the ML circle logo, and on here I put what I like to call the double X, and then underneath it says MLA, which stands for Mastermind Life Apparel. And I think that's what I'm gonna rock with. So since I just mentioned the double X design, I'm gonna show y'all the sweat shorts that I created for like the guys. So granted, just picture Nike guy sweat shorts and how they would have the Nike sign right here. I wanted to basically do the exact same in pockets, of course, on each side. I wanted to basically do the exact same look but have my logo instead. And if you can tell, that's the M and the L that's crossed like the L and the V. I'm not trying to copy Louis Vuitton. I just kind of like how that looked. And I put an extra line here. You probably can't tell, but I put an extra line aside from where the M and the L cross, and that is because I want my logo to look basically like this. So, but cuter, obviously. So months ago, back in May, I had decided I wanted my logo, whatever I decided my apparel line was gonna be, I wanted the accompanying. It seems like every time I get on camera I can never talk, and that's just not, it's crazy because in real life when I want to say a word I can say it sometimes. But yes, I knew for sure I wanted that double L. It wasn't until I got on Google and I started looking up like M and L's that I started playing with this logo. But I decided to go back to my roots, go back to what I really wanted, go back to where my heart was set, and it was that double X. Not to mention my apparel line is going to be an athleisure line, so it's going to be, if you know me, you know I wear tights like all the time. I wear tights, throw on some cute shoes, throw on a jean jacket. I always cross casual fashion with, like, I don't want to say athletics, but kind of athletics, because I have on tights, but it won't be like no actual workout tights. It'd be like Adidas tights or Nike tights. Like, I always cross, that's just how I dress. I always cross casual with athletics, which is what athleisure is. You cross athletics with leisure, so same thing. I just called it casual. So yeah, biker shorts, t-shirt, jean jacket, cute sandals, you know, or tennis shoes. That's just how I dress. So yes, what made me go back to this though is that I wanted to be able to have a piece, like a clothing piece, and then be able to stick my logo on it with no letters, no words, and let it stand alone. Just like the Nike check, or excuse me, the Adidas 3 stripes, the little trefoil or whatever. And if I was to do this, you know, it would still have the M and the L. Hold on. It would still have the M and the L, and it was like, I like it, but I want options. So what I came up with, I would basically have a 2-in-1 logo. So my logo would be this right here. Granted, it wouldn't look exactly like this. Like, I will probably give it to somebody to make it look better. I probably have thicker lines, probably have more curved lines, I don't know, but not too curved. So granted, it would be essentially this, and if you could tell, this is within this. So like this cross, 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 cross. So I wanted to be able to pull my standalone logo from my main logo, so people could still recognize it and it wouldn't be like a completely different logo. So that's just, and plus I don't want to have to put the whole words Mastermind Life on the clothes, because then that's just, granted you probably have like a little tag in the back that says Mastermind Lifestyle Apparel, because branding, why not? But let's say I wanted to just have a hat. I actually got a hat up here, so let me give y'all a demonstration. So we got this hat right here. So you see you got Adidas and you got the 3 stripes. Let's say I wanted to create a hat and I didn't want to put any phrases, nothing too crazy. So boom, I would slap my double X right there where the 3 stripes are, boom. And then just so you can know who we are when you see us, I will put the MLA. Okay, so once again, because I ran out of storage, my video cut me off, like my camera cut me off again. The last scene I was just showing y'all like what I came up with for my logo. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog because I think that's my camera trying to tell me I talk too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all can look forward to these weekly vlogs. Weekly vlogs, duh. Heads up, it's gonna be a lot of talking, it's gonna be a lot of rambling, it's gonna be a lot of rants, and that's just because that's what I want, that's what I want to do. And if you don't want to support that, you don't want to watch that, then you don't have to. So yeah, it's all a reason. It's the reason for everything I do. So I will see y'all next week.